Get ready for your daily dose of WordPress and web development tips, tricks, and insights to help you find success with WordPress. You're listening to WP the Podcast with your hosts, David Blackman and Tim Streifler.
Welcome to another episode of WP the Podcast, brought to you by WPGears.com. I'm Tim Streifler, and my co-host David Blackman will be back with us soon. He's taking some much-needed time off, and so I'm recording some episodes without him. Today we're going to be talking about why plugins or themes with recurring renewal fees is actually a really good thing. A lot of times people will say, oh, I don't buy a plugin or a theme that has a renewal fee. I only do lifetime options and stuff like that. And I wanted to discuss that because in the end, a renewal fee isn't just good for the company. A lot of times people think, oh, it just gives them a way to make more money. They just get this recurring revenue. But it's actually a good thing for the customer that's using the product as well. It's actually in your favor when you kind of break it down and talk about what it means for a plugin to have a renewal fee. And when we look at the benefits, it's actually in everyone's best interest if you're using that plugin and you plan on using it long term. And so I wanted to discuss that. So the first reason why a recurring renewal fee on a plugin or theme is actually a really good thing is that it motivates the developer or company to offer really good support, to fix bugs, and to add new features. It keeps them motivated for you to renew. They want to keep you happy. They want you to have an overall good customer experience, and they want to create a product that is useful to you so that you will renew your license. Renewals aren't mandatory. They're only mandatory if you want to, keep using the product, receiving updates, getting support, that sort of thing. And so having that renewal fee, it keeps the developer incentivized to continue offering those things and keep the product working well so that you'll want to keep using it. And so that's a really good thing. Another reason is a renewal fee keeps developers from dropping off the face of the earth and abandoning their plugin. It happens a lot. It happens a lot with free plugins, but it also happens a lot with plugins that just have a one-time fee. It's a $29 product, and you can use it on many sites as you want. You can use it for as long as you want, lifetime updates, blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden the company or the developer just kind of disappears. The product stops getting updated. And then all of a sudden it's no longer being sold. And you're like, I bought this plugin, I was planning on using this, and now I have to go and find something else. I just wasted money, after 6 months. That happens a lot. And so a renewal fee keeps the developers interested and wanting to come back to do that, so they don't just abandon their work. And that can really leave you in a bind too, because you can all of a sudden update WordPress and realize that it broke the plugin that you're using, and then you go to contact the developer and they're nowhere to be found. And so, or another option is it keeps developers from discontinuing products. I actually have a competitor that has discontinued several of their products, and customers were pissed. It's like it was a one-time fee, yes, and there was no renewal fee, and so they just discontinued it because they weren't getting enough new customers coming through the door. And so everything's all about getting the next new customer rather than supporting and helping existing customers so that they'll keep paying every year or whatever it is. And so renewal fees are a really good thing. They keep developers happy, and therefore they keep you happy. They keep you from being in a bind. So always look at when you're buying a product, when you see that renewal fee, don't be alarmed. It's in your best interest. And so one thing I do want to say is some products they'll have a annual renewal fee, but then they'll have a lifetime option. And those are okay, because essentially what they're doing is they're charging you for, 2 years, 3 years, 2.5 years, somewhere like that. They're charging you for several years up front, essentially. And so those are okay because they're able to, get more money up front to reinvest that back into marketing or back into development, that sort of thing. And then not all customers will buy the lifetime option. It's usually 50-50 or less. And so those are okay because they're still motivated to offer or to keep updating the product and everything so that they'll get the renewals on the people that didn't buy lifetime, but then also the people that did buy lifetime, they were essentially buying multiple years up front, and so they have expectations, and so the developer is more motivated to deliver on those expectations. So those are some reasons why a recurring renewal fee is actually a really good thing for everyone. So don't be alarmed when you see it. Think of it as a good thing that it's going to help you be able to use that product for years on end, because the developer is going to be incentivized to continue updating it. So I hope you found that useful. Tomorrow's episode, we're going to be talking about the difference between self-employment and entrepreneurship. A lot of times those terms are used interchangeably, and we're going to talk about why they are different. All right, until tomorrow, we'll see you then. Take care. Bye-bye.
We've come to the end of today's episode of WP the Podcast. Join us tomorrow for more daily tips and strategies designed to help you run your WordPress business toward success. Remember to subscribe to WP the Podcast so you can stay up to date with each episode. And don't forget to rate and review us. We'll see you again tomorrow right here on WP the Podcast.